Hey Five Spokes, Karen and Pam, we're back with part 2 of stretching, and now we're going to do it off the bike. In our last video, you remember, Pam took us through upper body stretches on the bike. Now we're going to get off the bike and we're going to do 6 stretches. So, ready?
So after you finish your ride, you congratulate the riders, you do some upper body stretches. I would have them flip out, and maybe, I don't know, it's kind of nice to sweep their legs, sort of fun, a little traction. Come on off, and that same idea of traction. Give them a little runway, so you're going to get out of this sagittal plane again for a little frontal plane work. And this is hard for people, obviously make sure they're not going to hit this pedal.
Yeah.
Get a runway. Their knee is bent, all right? And it's really loose. And get them to make sort of, I always say smiley face.
Yeah, I like that.
So a smiley face,
Yeah.
like wee. And really what's happening here is your pelvis is spinning on top of this stationary leg. So it's really good. This is the dense area in our body. Awesome stuff. And then from there, I would start at the top of the chain in the back. So take that foot and cross it over for a figure 4. And make sure the ankle is free. The ankle's crossed over so the foot is free. Try to use the bike for some leverage. So if they find a place where they can kind of hang back.
Yep.
And it's not only a piriformis stretch, like deep in that hip, but with their arms outstretched and finding the right angle on the bike, they get that sense of traction through their lats, lengthening their waistline. It's all happy stuff. Breathe deeply. Encourage people to breathe. I usually do an ankle circle here as well, because your ankles work really hard on the bike. I'd be spreading toes and circling their ankle around, feeling everything they own. Then come on up, you move down that chain into a hamstring stretch. Most mere mortals need it right there. Not on the saddle, not on the handlebars, not unless they're a dancer or a gymnast, but most people can feel plenty of stretch right here done correctly. So prop their heel. I encourage them to pull their hip back. So once they get their heel there, imagine it being stuck in space. You're going for length, right, to traction almost. So they pull their hips back and make sure this is like, I think of it as scissors or door hinge, whatever visual you want to give them. But the fold is here, not your spine.
Yeah.
If you can have a mirror for people to see themselves, it's really helpful. They think they're straight, they really do.
Yeah.
But once you can keep talking to them, but say, look at yourself. And then I would take this leg and kind of roll it, internal and external rotation. That is awesome.
Like, it feels so good.
Saucy stuff.
Yeah.
Usually they'll find a place where it makes their eyebrows do funny things. That's where they need to stay. And breathe deeply.
And I know it's a small cue, but I really like when you were saying to pull back, because I haven't coached that way, and it's a small thing, but you can really feel it.
It's a huge thing, actually, because you really want people to be spacious in their body. We get jammed up. I mean, we live in vertical gravity, so you're trying to create this sense of lightness and spaciousness. It makes people feel really good.
Yeah.
And then I just turn that to the side. You can usually hook your foot on the bike and maybe drift away a little bit, enough to feel inner thighs. Right, so they can use a little bit of traction here as well. You're kind of leaning away from the bike. Make sure you feel safe. You can hold on with your hand or, hook the toe. But that feels really nice. Be sure there's no stress on the inside of the knee, that you feel it more in the belly and, that fascial web, right? It's different than just a muscle. It should feel, like an all-over inner thigh. All right, and then come on up.
That's another good tip. The hook.
Hook in the foot.
I was like this. So bringing that in, you really feel it.
And your toes, you want your toes facing that same direction that you're stretching. Then I go to the calf. You can either step behind the bike and prop your foot up, which is if people do this, they gotta come in close to the bike so they're right upright and trying to it's dorsiflexion, right? So you're trying to pull your toes toward your shins.
Feel that?
Drive the heel down. They want more bang for their buck, a little more squeeze out of it. Lift and spread your toes in your shoes. Hello, anterior tibialis, which is the opposing muscle for your gastrocnemius, and there you go. It's a bigger calf stretch. Now, soleus is also really important. I would separate feet astride, about a foot, both toes forward, come straight down, bend both knees. The knee has to be bent on the back leg. Some people won't feel this one. That doesn't mean it's not important. This is a deeper muscle. You feeling something over there?
I am.
And finally, step forward, same foot, heel to tail. This is the one everyone's familiar with.
Yes.
Make sure, and this is a big mover and shaker on the bike, right? Knee points straight down. Try to hug thighs toward each other so you get that same line. You could make it a balance challenge. I would make that secondary to the stretch.
Yeah.
If they want to work balance, excellent, but you're lucky to get them to stay. Get them to do the stretch really well. Once they point their knee down, lift your chest up. So you're going again for traction. That is a movement in the spine. It's elongation, because everybody can feel a little slump.
Yes. Not only
Lift.
some, you also see so often with the stretch, knee
Yes.
is out here, knee is like, so it's fine to go back, but if you're here, but not here, or, it seems like a simple, straightforward thing,
Yeah.
but you look out and you see all kinds of placement for that.
What you can play with, and this is
Yeah.
getting a little more refined, is a little internal or external rotation. I wouldn't go so way out to the
Right,
side, but
right.
if they,
Yeah.
they'll feel something.
Yep.
And that's a great point, actually, Karen. If they go out to the side and they're all wonked over
Yeah.
like this, spine trumps everything. Spine's the driver. You gotta keep your spine long. If this is happening and they can't quite reach that foot, it would be better for them to put their foot right there and stand up tall,
Yep.
rather than
Yep.
side bend in order to try to get
Yes.
the stretch.
Yep.
Cool?
Very cool. So thanks, Pam.
Thank you.
Thanks, Five Strokes, as always, and hope you get your riders to stay and stretch.
Yeah.
Super important.
Let us know. If you have any
Yeah.
other tricks.
As always, thanks for tuning in and
Stay awesome.